Howdy, y'all. It's us again. Your favorite trio.
Howdy. My name's Shay.
Can you do it?
I don't know. Can I get a yeehaw?
She's shaking her head no.
Come on. Just a little yeehaw.
Oh my god, my name is Jinxed.
And I'm B. And today, we've all congregated after what?
I don't know. It's been
a while.
It's been a few. I reckon it's been a few weeks.
It's only been two.
It's only been like
We didn't meet up last week.
Yeah.
It's been a couple weeks.
Oh
my
god. Okay. Say likes to be dramatic.
Yeah.
All right. So Jinx and I, when we were together, like in the car when we were hanging out for a bit, because I was taking you to see my place of work. We talked about what we should talk about today. And today we will be talking about remakes, specifically movie remakes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
But she and I were literally just going on about Disney.
Yeah. I had to stop her. I was like, you know what? We gotta save this for the podcast.
Yeah,
They have a lot in the works.
We had a pause. Well, yeah, because next year is literally just Disney.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's purely Disney live action. Even though the debate about the Lion King one is like,
Oh my god,
what's
that's
the
so
live action?
funny.
Yeah, it's funny, but honestly, it's just like, do you expect them to use real lions?
Yeah. I was watching. I was looking at
How could that go wrong?
Right?
some troll tweets, and it was like, you guys really thought they were gonna get the whole safari
Right?
animals to
You thought they were gonna get
train
the-
them?
It's just like a 20-minute free-for-all. They kill each other.
Oh
There's like one lion left, and they put the end. That's it.
Yeah, he's the king. He wins. But
Oh my god, and then someone said, this is what I wanted when I meant live action, and it was like the Broadway version of The Lion King, and then everyone was just like, then just watch the Broadway version. Like,
bitch, do you know how much that shit costs? Do you know where you gotta go? Gotta go all the way to friggin' New York for that shit.
Yeah.
Costs like what? An arm and a leg?
Unless you live in New York
expensive.
already.
Well,
Yeah.
still, but
Then it just costs an arm.
But does it,
yeah, I
everything
guess.
costs the whole body over there.
Yeah, you gotta basically sell your organs, and then hopefully there's something useful of your empty husk.
Anyway, remakes.
Okay, so there's been this big thing on Twitter that I keep seeing, which talks about how they're remaking all this animation, like anime included,
Mm-hmm.
and like
Oh,
you know
yeah,
all the
that's
Disney
right.
stuff, and how they're saying that this kind of just shows that pretty much the Western side, America, you know,
Uh-huh.
like we do value animation, and we just reduce it to cartoons,
Yeah.
and how that's messed up because of like the whole production that goes into it.
Mm-hmm.
So what are your guys' thoughts on that? Are you mad at that too, or do you guys just go for the remakes, the live actions?
Ooh, I'm not. You know what? Some people shit on the live actions, but I like them. Like Maleficent, I loved it.
Okay, but that one's good because it
Well,
wasn't
it wasn't even really like
yeah, it
a
wasn't
movie
like the
before.
exact copy as
It wasn't,
yeah,
but
like
the
Beauty
story
and the
was
Beast
different.
was exact copy, exact copy.
Cloppy.
Beauty and the
Cloppy.
Beast.
And I got a clop.
But yeah, so I mean that's the only one I give a pass to because it's not exactly the same and it's totally different. It's a different point of view. It's a different story. That one's just a movie in general. I don't see
Yeah.
that as like a live action
It's like
or
a spin-off.
anything.
Yeah, it's a spin-off.
That's just a movie to
It's
me.
like I'm not gonna lie. I also like the Beauty and the Beast, even though it was.
I
I've
haven't
actually
seen it. I haven't
Me
seen
either.
it.
Mm-mm.
I liked it.
I never really got my attention either. So
The music's nice. People said that the Beast was more attractive than the Prince when he was human, and
okay, listen, I thought about that too, but in the animated version,
okay, in anime version is a whole different story. We're talking about the live action. They said the Beast was more attractive.
Well, then that kept true to the original.
yeah.
Yeah, there you go. So, but they tweaked it a tiny bit.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't mind when they tweak it a tiny bit. It's like, I don't expect the exact carbon copy.
Yeah.
I expect some parallels, but not like 100%
Mm.
parallels. like identity crisis bullshit. But yeah, that's why I'm hoping for with the new upcoming live actions. Like Jungle Book was good.
That one was good.
That one was
That's why I'm
so
hopeful
good.
for
I
Lion
almost
King.
cried.
That one.
No,
was
I lied.
really
I didn't
good.
cry. No, I'm hopeful for Lion King, even though I'm masochistic in the fact that I gotta see Mufasa die again.
I saw Tarzan, but I didn't really. It wasn't that interesting.
Tarzan.
I
Is
think
a
it came
remake?
out. Yeah, it came out like
When?
They made a
the
live action.
same time. Well,
When?
I could,
Where was I?
yeah, I didn't know about it
was I?
either. I only knew about the Jungle Book one, and then like I was told that there was a Tarzan one, and I was like, really? And I watched it, and it was really boring.
They didn't advertise it then.
Let's see.
How could they not? It's Disney.
They didn't advertise it because I didn't hear shit about it. Because if
Even
it
the
was
CGI
true-
sucked so
Okay,
bad.
well, first of all, if it was Disney,
Okay, it's
then I
called-
would be disappointed.
It's called The Legend of Tarzan.
You're right. Now that you mention it, it now brings back memories. I didn't watch it, but I now know what you're talking about. I heard it wasn't that great, yeah.
Yeah, it was.
But
not.
I haven't watched it. I would like to watch it, even though it was, if you
So that
found it
one
boring.
came out in 2016.
Yeah, you're right. I remember that.
Are you
When
guys
did the
excited?
Oh yeah, they came out the same year. Jungle Book came out the same year.
Yeah, same year.
But then
excited for
again,
a-
I was always biased towards Jungle Book. That's all I have to say. I'm sorry.
Okay,
Go
no, you're
on.
fine. I was gonna say, are you excited about the Aladdin remake?
Oh yeah, you're always talking about it. Putting you on the spot.
Am I excited for it? Yes. Am I upset that they didn't cast Middle Eastern actors for the role? Yes. Because come on, Hollywood. You can't keep doing this shit. You can find them. They're out there. You're just lazy.
Yeah.
And everybody's already, like, called bullshit on them when it came to Mulan. Like, hey, the fuck? You know there's Asian actors out there. Why don't you get them?
And then to the point where they completely switched everything.
Yeah, no, that's... I don't
Yeah.
need no white savior again.
Yeah.
I don't need
For those
no-
of you guys who don't know, they were gonna change the script so that the main character was a white male instead of Mulan, and everyone was outraged. So then I think they backed out of that idea.
Well, it wouldn't be Mulan if it was
It wouldn't
Yeah.
be Mulan at all, no.
yeah.
the whole point.
And then another
That's
thing I
right.
heard too is that they actually went to China and got the cast from there, but then that's all I've heard. I haven't seen any updates on it or anything like that.
Yeah, same.
So I don't know. And then I heard it was canceled too, so I don't know what's going on.
I
with
haven't heard
that.
about that yet.
I don't
But
know.
if it's true, then that's just utter bullshit.
Yeah.
Because there's some Asian actors out there. It's not hard to find them.
But still, I mean, enough to make your, cast. And it's not like Disney only has pulled A-listers. I'm sure there's plenty of movies where, Disney has
Yeah, no,
new faces and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, they do that. I mean, how do you think people become big, up and coming? Is like you pull them from the wreckage, and you're like, hey, I'm gonna give you a shot,
Yeah.
prove your worth, and then that's when they like, okay, I'm gonna do my finest, and then
And then they do great.
they
And
do
then
great,
go on
and
to
they
do
become
other things.
yeah, bigger, better things.
I don't know. I just feel like this is so boring. Like, can you make new stories? Like, please. Like, I want to see something new,
You
or
know what
at
I
least
like?
like make new classics.
You know what I would like?
What?
I would like Disney to stop skimping on the Latina princess.
Oh,
They did make one,
They
but
made the
they
show.
made the show, but that's bullshit.
yep.
That's just like, hey, you want representation? Well, here you go.
We'll
It's a
keep you on
show,
TV.
not a movie. It's a show.
And same thing with like we need a better story for a black princess.
Yeah.
Because literally she spent her whole time
As
as
a
a
frog.
frog. Like that. It like barely even showed her as an actual woman. Like
Yeah.
like what is that?
I feel personally with the whole remake kind of trend that's going on here, they're opening Disney up to a new crowd, new fans, younger generation, who's already kind of grown up with CGI and
Well, that's
their newer works. Yeah, so you can bring older classics to.
Because
I need a
Kids.
Lord of the Rings remake. That's all I'm gonna say.
calm
a
down.
better one.
Calm
A
down
better
over
one.
there. Okay, relax over there. One thing at a time right now.
That's all I had to say.
To touch on that is there's a reason why every 10 years, I think it's 10 years they said, a Disney classic, or every 5 years, I don't remember. Every few years a Disney classic will come out. And it's said because according to I don't know, but in
So does
Disney's will says like every few years take a classic out and basically just distribute it again because his mindset at the time was like, I want every generation to
see the movie. And that makes sense why they're making it. And I mean, right now you're talking about pretty high budgets. Like Disney's making bank, so.
Well, they're also banking on nostalgia.
Oh yeah, for sure. So
yeah.
they know the numbers they're gonna pull in with making these movies remade.
They know for a fact that Lion King will be breaking in the big bucks.
That's gonna be a box office.
That was everyone's
record breaker for sure.
I am interested though, because at first I was like, okay, it might look weird that they talk, but then I remembered the Jungle Book, and I was like, okay, I was like, they did a good job for that movie, so it's
and
probably
it's the same director.
The same. Yeah.
No, they do a good job. I'm waiting on that.
No, Lion King is gonna be great, and I've already seen like the cast that they got for it. It's gonna be pretty good.
Voice of Mufasa, original voice of Mufasa, already sold. Got me.
The only reason why I heard that they were making a live action is because Beyonce. That's the only reason why I even found out about it.
God. Although her role is going to be like little to no singing, I can't imagine her not fucking killing every line that she gets.
She starts singing
every
line.
I have a feeling they're going to kind of tweak a little bit of the story in order to include more singing, more stuff like that.
They sung a lot in the original version.
Yeah.
If they sing in this one, they
do.
I
think it's going to be even more.
My facts
I feel like
are
it's
all
going to be
screwed
more.
because I thought they weren't going to be singing.
I don't think in the live actions, they haven't sung.
I don't think they're going to sing in the live action.
No, in the live actions, the point is that live action is not fairy tale. It's real life. Like in Beauty and the Beast, they did sing, but I don't think in the Lion King, if they do, they're not going to do it as much. They'll do like the same amount.
Yeah.
Unless they made a new song. Like they did for
I think they'll make at least one new song.
They make at least one new song.
And they'll remaster all the music again or something.
In the Beauty and the Beast, they made Evermore. That's a new song, and the Beast sings that. So if they do, they would add at least one or two new songs to Lion King. But other than that, it wouldn't be like a hella musical. But I'm all for it. I can't wait. I'm excited. I shared that shit like quick.
I mean, I'm excited, but at the same time, I've always kind of erred with caution with it because
I don't think I'll go to the movie theaters.
You wouldn't. I would go see Lion King. That one I would go to the movies.
I would too.
And I feel like it's gonna be a shit show trying to get a ticket for the Lion King when all that goes down. But I mean, you're talking about the Lion King. Of course, it's gonna be.
Does this mean, like, by the way things are going, does this mean in like 10 years they're gonna make a live action of like Frozen and Moana?
Probably.
Possibly. I mean, but see, that movie it's already CG.
Then there's also
like live act, like real people.
Like real people.
Possibly.
Hey, I would like Brave to be live action.
Brave is really good.
I haven't seen that movie.
Girl, you need to watch Brave. It's beautiful.
I haven't seen it.
I'll shoot for my own hand.
It's a really good movie.
I know, I've heard, but I haven't seen it.
Sadly. You can rent it from somewhere new.
I know.
Or check if like Hulu or Netflix has it.
I'm pretty sure they do.
Yeah, they probably Brave. I think I've seen it on Netflix once. But other than that, how about Aladdin? We talked about how it's so queer for Lion King. How about Aladdin?
I think I'm excited for it. I'm a little nervous to see what they're gonna do with the role of Genie, of course.
Agreed.
But I feel like what could possibly happen, and I think I don't know who I was talking to, but we had already brought up the idea of like what the role with Genie will be, and pushing for a new kind of Genie would be good. But I feel like what Robin Williams did is that he filled that role of what Genie was supposed to be. So I'm kind of confused. Are they going to try and recreate that Genie, or are they going to give a new spin on Genie in order to like kind of avoid that?
I hope they don't make him like Robin Williams' Genie. That's one thing for sure. Because Robin Williams' Genie was literally Robin Williams.
Yeah, and
they didn't give him a script. Yeah. He just freaking did his own shit. He shit came out of his mouth, they used it. If it wasn't good, they were like, hey, you can't say that. It's a kid's movie. But other than that, it was just him. Literally him and a microphone.
He invented basically the character then at that point. So my question is it disrespectful for them to try something new? Or because that's what Genie is, are they supposed to try to follow that? You know, like they have to recreate that because that's what the genie character
like
is.
I said, for movie remakes, I don't expect 100%.
Mm-hmm.
So if they like made Genie like less funny, it wouldn't make me mad
No.
or upset me. Like if they made Genie a little more serious with the occasional dropping a joke here and there,
Right.
I'd be okay with it.
Sarcastic genie.
I would like a
my
sarcastic
God.
Genie. Queen. Yeah.
Well, I haven't seen any trailers for it. Literally, you
That
guys
one that
are
was
the
just, it was like
reason.
10 seconds
Yeah,
long.
you just
it
get-
didn't give you anything.
You don't get
Oh,
really
okay.
much.
It's just you see Aladdin
I didn't even know about it.
grabbing
Like,
that lamp.
And that's it.
That's it.
like I said, I didn't even
It's like a teaser.
ever hear about it until
It was
you
a
guys
cock
told
tease.
me about it.
Uh-huh.
And, like, not even on Twitter or anything. Like, I haven't seen anything about that movie.
Well, no, because they also had the
Yo,
Cable Wonders.
you know what they
did
should
talk.
remake?
What?
Chicken Little.
That was-
Imagine seeing a chicken
Oh
just
my
like walking
God.
around.
A real life
CG.
chicken. The sky is falling.
Oh my
Oh my God.
It's just a chicken with some.
Oh my
clothes
God,
on.
it's just like, with some clothes on, just running around in circles.
The chicken's like just trying to take his clothes off the whole time. See, that's why you can't really do fully live action.
Oh,
It would be so
Because
funny,
animals
though.
animals aren't gonna work in the way you want them to. I think the closest we'll get to live action movies.
That's why you
and-
CGI them.
Exactly, yeah.
Animals.
They're just gonna CG them.
That's why
No,
those
but
people
just-
complaining about the.
I mean,
freaking
yes, it'd be
Lion King
fucking
is
hilarious
stupid.
to
no,
see
no.
it,
Like, even like CGI, just like a real chicken.
Just
Like, how
make it look
stupid will
real.
that look?
She's basically saying like, imagine a CGI chicken.
Yeah. Like,
I think that'd be funny.
Shit would be funny.
oh, have you guys heard of Dumbo?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
That,
I
That
can't wait
looks-
for that. I want to cry my eyeballs out.
That looks amazing.
I saw the trailer and I almost started crying.
Take my tissues, girl.
You know, I always wanted to see his interpretation of the scene where he's like drunk.
Yes.
Oh my God, because when
Are
I
we
was
gonna do LSD this time?
Because when I was a kid and that scene popped up, I remember it would kind of like scare me, but I would always
Dude.
interested in it. So like right now I'm trying to see like that one I would go because actually
would go see
Dumbo
that.
is a really like one of my favorite movies.
Dumbo's a good movie.
It is a good movie.
Good animated movie, and I bet you anything it'd probably be a really good live action. I can't
Mhm.
wait for it.
And
It
there's
looks
children
good.
involved too, so I'm gonna be crying even more.
Oh yeah,
Ugh.
for sure.
Got me tears working.
Tangent, anything to do with children, like literally amplifies my emotions. So like if it's a scary movie and there's children involved, I'm like scared to the max. If it's a funny movie and there's children involved, it's like extra funny. I don't know. It's probably just me.
Probably just you. Probably. I don't know. I just like get overly emotional these days. I'm just a sad person. When I watch certain things like on the internet, like I would watch videos. Like I don't even go looking for them. They pop up on my feed, and I watch them. They're like, people who get reunited with their dogs after their dogs got
my
missing, and I was like,
God.
I got it right in the heart.
That's
Yeah.
the kind of feels I'm hoping that will be accomplished with like these remake movies because the originals they have a special spot,
yes.
like a special spot in my heart, and I feel like if you're going to tackle the same subject twice and recreate it for the purpose of a new generation, or hey, here's a new iteration of it, like we're doing it CG this time, we're gonna try and remaster and do things better than before because the technology was different before and we couldn't really get 100% of what we wanted to do, and now having that possibility open, I feel like that's kind of where me as a cautious viewer is like, I really hope they don't fuck it up, because the original, as best as it could have been, it has a special spot in my heart, and you're going to tackle that subject again, don't fuck it up.
Well, here's my take on that stuff. Do not go in with expectations.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, or you can just like the original one.
Yeah,
and that's
do
it.
not
Yeah,
compare
yeah.
it to the original. Go in with your minds blank. Go in blind.
Just see what
treat
happens.
this like its own movie.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because it is. I mean, even if you don't end up liking the remix for whatever reason,
Then you would be like
Yeah.
the
there's
classic
still the
animation.
original.
Then there you go.
There's still the original.
Don't cry about it.
Yeah,
That's
that's it. I'm always bringing up Twitter, but like
go for it. You're the one who's on it. I'm not.
But on Twitter too, this person made like
This someone.
this person made like this really long thread on comparing like the trailer of The Lion King to like the original movie.
Kimba or something.
They
And
actually do. Oh,
They
no,
were
go ahead.
saying how it's still like that whole like animation versus live action stuff, you know, like this whole like fight between that, which one's better. And she was saying how, I think it's a she, but I don't know. That person was saying that in the animation, the first thing you learn in animation class is exaggeration with colors and everything, and then how like the live action looks really bland and boring. And they were comparing like the scenes together too. I mean, like, it makes sense. I get it. You want like something colorful and extravagant, but like how you were saying, don't compare
the live action to the animation, because the animation, yes, the point is bright colors to grab your attention because animation was meant more for the kids. Whereas the live action, say you sit your 5-year-old child down for the Jungle Book animated. Oh, that's so cute. It's so bright and colorful. So your 5-year-old child for the Jungle Book live action. Oh my God. Because it looks so real and crazy shit happens in that movie. Yeah. Same thing's probably going to happen in Lion King, where crazy shit happens that even it happened in the cartoon, but because it looks real, it's more. It affects you more. Yeah. Because
you take away that there's a dissociation because it's an animated video, you know it's cartoon, but once it becomes more realistic, it starts permeating that barrier of this is something that
it looks like it's happening in real life, so it affects you more versus like if your brain knows how to disassociate, which it should naturally, unless there's something wrong, but you got to know the difference. I've told that to people before. Like, when it comes to, like, certain themes in a show, like, oh, why do they have to put that in this show? And it's just like, I'm not going to lie to you. Granted, this is not cool. It's not right. But I'm going to let you know, in history, this shit happened, and it's telling you, it's happened. We're going to include it because it goes with the story. Like, people are like, oh, Game of Thrones, constant, like, sexual assault and shit like that. Incest, oh my God. And it's just like, I'm sorry to break it to you, but these things are set in a certain timeline.
And that's the kind of things that occur. And that's the shit that
happened. Like, Jesus, calm down. You don't like it, just don't watch it.
Yeah.
Same for people who, like, watch Goblin Slayer. They're like, oh my God. Oh my God, that just happened? Oh my God.
Yeah. I mean, you're talking about, a certain fantasy world where there's less...
that's so nasty.
That was pretty bad.
Yeah.
They're so ugly.
Episode 1 just got you...
Just get past it. The show's great.
If you get past episode 1, I think you're set.
Yeah.
How about live action and anime?
Oh,
Japanese live versus American.
Okay, first of all, American live action is automatically
because
bad.
there's two difference.
There's a difference. Right. No, she's right.
There's a
American live action. I don't like it. I've seen them. Cringy, terrible, pretty bad. Like, you tried too hard. You tried too hard and you failed.
Dragon Ball.
As for the Japanese ones, I wanted to watch the Bleach one.
I heard the Bleach one was good.
I wanted to see it.
Now,
it's
like,
actually
for example, another one that I heard was really bad would be the Netflix adaptation of Death Note.
Well, that's the American one.
I heard it was hot garbage.
It's terrible, and they have a season 2.
Oh, well, there you go.
It's terrible, though.
I just heard they were gonna
They whitewashed the shit out of it.
They were gonna first of all, when I saw the cast, I was like, no.
It's hella white. It's placed in Washington or some shit like that.
It was that little kid from the Naked Brothers band that I never liked that show either. So, like, why am I gonna be watching Death Note? I think it was that kid. I could be wrong.
Yeah. I don't know. But
I think it was called Naked Brothers Band. I
don't know. But either way, it's just like, there's a difference. Like, I'm tired of, like, okay, no offense, America, you got your own shit. You're good at your own shit. But don't be hijacking, like, anime, making it your own spin. And it's just, don't.
Or just, like, American remakes in general. Because, like, okay, there's this one movie. It's a Korean movie called Train to Busan. They're so good. And then I heard America's remaking it. Like, why? You don't need to remake it. And
then everyone's like The Good Doctor. Yeah. I watched the Korean version. I like that one. Yeah. I look at the American version. I'm just like, I can't get into it. I went in with it blind. And I was like, I just can't.
Yeah. So that's another thing, too. And then everyone is always like, oh, well, we can't read subtitles, blah, blah, blah. And it's just like, shut up. Like,
you're just a lazy bitch.
Like, honestly, the rest of the world has to read subtitles. I go to Mexico to watch a movie in the movie theaters. And what do? Spanish subtitles. Like America just can't.
They're babied.
They're brats. They're childish.
America just can't.
America.
That's it. That's all.
America. I'm sorry to let you know, America, but America does not have an official language.
Who are you supposed to be?
We don't have an official language.
Is that Nixon?
Which also got me thinking.
America.
It also got me thinking, like,
Fuck me up.
okay, like, let's say I'm in Mexico and I'm watching a movie and the subtitles are like in Spanish and the whole movie's in English.
Yeah.
Like, is it the same thing in different parts of the world? Like, if I go to China, is the movie still in English?
No,
but the
it
subtitles are
shouldn't
in
be.
Chinese?
I think sometimes there are just subs.
Some are just
Yeah.
purely sub, but no, like big, like movies that are really, really big, like Disney movies, for example. They're
They
gonna
get dubbed.
have it in almost every language.
Yeah.
But when it comes to certain movies, like
They just do subs.
they just do subtitles
Yeah.
because it's like, oh, they didn't
Yeah,
get a
yeah.
cast in Spanish.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it would be interesting to like be
Shrek was in Spanish.
Oh my
Shrek
god.
is amazing.
Shrek's
Okay.
great in Spanish.
Shrek is great in every language.
Oh, didn't I send you guys that thing that they're remaking it?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, I'm fucking excited.
But
I'm
what are they
super
gonna
excited.
add to it?
They're
That
just gonna make
movie's
it like
already
Shrek.
go.
I just want to see Shrek again.
What if they make Shrek more violent?
I'm okay with that. I
like
just want to see Shrek
actual
again.
ogre.
The actual ogre.
I would love that. Give me more Shrek. I'm totally fine with it.
Sage just wants to cheese over Shrek.
Just want some
Because
Shrek.
For him, Shrek is love.
Shrek is
Shrek
love.
is love.
Shrek is
Shrek is
life.
life. Gotta drop that every
Welcome to the Temple of
podcast.
Shrek, where Shrek is love and Shrek is life.
Also known as Mahroom.
Welcome to my room. Look at my Shrek posters.
This is my Shrek shrine.
I saw it.
That's nice.
I saw your Shrek
Not
shrine.
nasty.
That's nasty. It is so bad. That's how he makes friends. He just says Shrek is love, Shrek is life, and he hopes for someone to say it
Yeah,
back.
eventually
Oh my
someone will say it
God.
back.
And then if they say it back, that's when he's like, yeah, we're friends now.
Mm-hmm.
You said eventually someone's gonna say it back,
Someone
so no
say-
one has said
No,
it back.
I mean,
Oh, a few people have, surprisingly.
Yeah.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Wow.
in your face, Jinxed.
I guess. My face. Okay, you're the one that's loving Shrek. Okay.
He'd be loving Shrek a little too much.
No, with no
Exactly.
such thing.
You made Shrek in Dragon Age.
Yeah, okay.
Hold on. You what?
He made Shrek in Dragon Age.
He looks
like
really
twice.
good.
Like twice.
He looks really good. I gave him the axe.
Oh my
He was great. He's just trying to get his
You
swamp
made
back,
Shrek
okay?
not
That's the whole
once, but
story.
twice.
The whole story. He's like, screw the actual lines. I'm just gonna make it like the movie
Yeah.
Shrek, where he freaking like was doing his shit. He was like gonna go to the freaking. He's gonna go into the conclave and he's gonna be like, Divine Justinia, I want me swamp back.
I was just trying to insert Shrek into whatever I could.
Oh my god.
I love games that have character creators.
I wonder if anyone has done Shrek on The Sims. I'm pretty sure they have.
Oh
Most
yeah,
likely,
for
yeah.
sure.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna Google that.
He's gonna Google the shit out of that hard.
See, but I don't know with the Sims. You
It
kind
was
of
funny though because every time that they would talk, he just kept saying like, "I just want me swamp. I didn't ask to be the herald of the Dusty.
Oh my
I just want me swamp back." But he has to go through that shit. I died
Oh my
because I
God.
told him about it and I was like, "Dude, you should play Dragon Age. I finished it like 1,000,000 times,
Uh-huh.
like Inquisition." He's like, "Okay, I'll do it." He built Shrek like the first time. He's like, "Ah."
people have modded Shrek into the Sims. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah,
Yeah,
no
look.
surprise.
Oh my god.
Shrek is love. Shrek is life. Oh my god, he just looks bloated.
Hold
He
on.
looks like a baby.
He looks like he got stung by bees.
Look, here's
or he
someone
ate
with a
them.
ton of Shrek merchandise behind them in The Sims.
Jesus Christ. She's like, yes, I am selling Shrek merchandise. Yes, get your Shrek merchandise here. What is that, like the Renaissance expansion
Yeah.
pack or some shit like that?
What are you doing in Miss Swamp?
What are you doing in this swamp? Bitch.
People have really, they've really gone all out.
You know
Yeah,
what?
but I'm super excited getting back on topic with
Shrek?
the Shrek. Yeah, I'm excited for it. I want to see what happens as Shrek 5 or a remake, whatever
It
would
should be
end
a
up being.
remake. I'm tired of like more Shrek movies.
Okay, first of all, that entire sentence is not okay.
No, because have you even watched the other
Yeah.
ones? Which ones?
I saw all the way up to 4. I didn't see the little Christmas one. Because they have a Christmas one.
Yes, I know.
I haven't seen
I've
it.
seen that one.
Unfortunately.
But
I'm
seriously
sorry.
though, did you love all the movies?
Okay, 1 through 3 were great, and then 4 was kind of but it was still Shrek, so I watched
I call
it.
bullshit
I
on
watched
that.
it, and
you can't
then
just say, "Oh, yeah, it was great." Yeah, because Shrek was in it.
no, like they were still really like good in terms of the content of the movie.
Okay, fine, whatever. I'll take that. But whatever. I just hope if they do Shrek again, it's just as funny.
Can we have a Shrek marathon?
It's on Netflix.
Okay, well then that settles my my night's plans.
Ha! Bitch, the last time I played Shrek at the house, you didn't watch it.
What?
Yeah, you didn't watch it.
Where was I?
You were there, but you weren't
Not
watching
watching
it.
Shrek. No, that doesn't.
No,
Sound
you were there and you
Nope.
weren't watching it.
That sounds
you were
like
just
a lie.
laying there and then you fell asleep like a stupid bitch. Stupid bitch.
I wasn't there, so I have no say in
Yeah.
this. I'm not even gonna help.
Wow.
And
you.
honestly, he forgets half the shit he does anyway, so he cannot argue with me.
Wow.
No, we're not together. Just
Wow.
confirming that shit.
What? Okay.
What is that?
Keep laughing.
Anyways,
It's because I say he just so
I got it. I got it.
Somebody
yeah.
just once told me,
Oh my gosh! Shut up! Go away.
So yeah, what
Can't believe
other?
You just said that. That was so ugly.
You're too clingy anyways.
What other remake movie are you guys excited about, or have you heard of? Are you
I
interested in?
need a Lord of the Rings remake. It's
We
been
get it.
how many years?
Honestly, I've only watched the first movie.
Wow.
Wow.
I can't sit through them all. What the hell?
I have with my friends.
Did you
We
guys
get
lose
blood
feeling in
clots.
your legs? I was gonna say, did you guys suffer from an aneurysm or something like
We've
that?
gotten blood clots before, but it's all for.
For the love
for-
of the Lord of the Rings.
I only saw the first one.
I saw them,
It's
and
actually
then I
just
saw
me and my
the
best friend, and
the
we made
Hobbit.
everyone else watch it. But we would always go see, well, at least the Hobbit.
Mm-hmm.
We always
Well,
saw all the Hobbits. And
I'm thinking.
movie
I've actually
theater.
been thinking about it because I like that stuff. It's just because the movies are like so freaking long. That's what put me off on it. But it's just like I should just watch
This
it.
is why we need a remake, I think. Because.
Go ahead and make like 20 movies. I don't care. But if they're good and they're shorter,
Yeah.
I'll watch them.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I feel like.
Well, that's
I
why
feel
some
like
movies
they
have
could
done like
change
2 parts.
the script a little bit to make it a bit shorter. I don't know, but now with like better CG.
Jinx just like I'm gonna send them my
My
script.
version?
No,
I'm gonna send them my version.
No.
I'm gonna give them some opinions. I'm gonna
Nah.
critique their work.
Oh my god!
And I'm gonna hope that they do it.
No, no.
Becomes a movie and you're like, oh!
But still, with like all the new CGI stuff too, I'm pretty sure they can
It
make like
probably would
some
look better.
really cool stuff.
Yeah, it
with
would look way better. Now that
Yo.
CGI looks pretty good.
So
It
this is why
already
I
had a
need the
ton
remake.
of CGI. It already had a ton of CGI.
Who's she saying it could be
Better.
better?
Better.
Like better CGI.
Like,
'Cause,
look
the
more
Hobbit,
fluid.
Yeah, the Hobbit looked better
Mm-hmm.
because the technology was more
But
advanced.
compared to back then, yeah.
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 It's just Elijah Woods. I need him to still be in the movie.
Yeah, no, I agree.
It's gonna be weird. I don't know. For me, it's gonna be weird
She
seeing the
sees
remake.
someone else and she's like, no,
Yeah.
wrong.
It's like, hello, you guys cast the wrong person.
She calls him up. Like, wait, hello? Yeah, I'm just letting you know. Movie was great and all, but you fucked up.
You guys forgot about Elijah
You
Wood.
forgot Elijah Wood. You can't do that. He needs to be in the movie. Do it over.
Add Wilfred in there too.
Click. Who the fuck was that? I don't know, but we should probably do what they say because that's not the only phone call.
Scary on
That's not the only phone call like that we got today.
Oh my
But
god.
she's probably one of those people who like there's like a book or something and she's like, yes, here's my chart of people who would perfectly fit into these characters.
Nah, but if I
You're like, that's too much work.
yeah, that's what I was just gonna say. If I had the time, I would. But no, I'm not like that.
Too much work. Whatever. legit actually done that with people. Like, oh, if this became like a movie, who
I
would
see
play
that a
this
lot
and
on
this?
Twitter though, but I'm just
Yeah.
like, that's too much work. Like, how do you guys come up with these?
Some
that
people
are
just
not-
literally just think about it and they're like, oh, this person pops into my head to play this person.
I know, but like, they're not even actors.
Well,
Like the people they pick, it's like
it's true.
some
It's
random
true.
ass model.
Some of them are like models. It's just
Yeah.
like, can you at least try actors? Because they're the ones who would be in it.
Exactly.
Unless they're like a model that's really good at acting,
That
then
makes
don't
sense.
bother.
Yeah.
Unless it's just like a visual thing, like, oh, then it's
People
like,
to
yeah.
look the part.
Yeah,
Yeah.
people who would look the part. Yeah, like that. That's some crazy shit. Like people, they just literally will sit down with you and they'll be like, okay, I think this person will be like this, and I'm just like,
Yeah, because that's
you thought
kind
about
of
this too much.
that's
Yeah.
kind of the thing. Is it's not just they can't just look the part. They have to be able to act
Yeah.
and perform the role correctly.
You
And
can't just have a
Yeah.
model. It's just because they look it. They have to act.
They're gonna do a voiceover.
They dubbed that model.
the model, yeah.
Fuck. That would be terrible. It'd be funny because it's what if they fuck up the dubbing and they're like, it's not even his real voice. What the fuck?
The lines would be like off.
It'd be like 2 seconds
or
off.
even better, they just like make him stand in the places and they just like CGI his whole face expressions and everything.
It's
Have
just
a better
let's
actor
just put
talking
his,
and then put
yeah,
his face
well,
there.
Let's just put his face on that person's face. God, that's terrible. It's also creepy.
That'd be funny.
You're like, were you in this movie? Well,
Kind of.
my face was.
Kinda.
My voice and the body was not.
Yeah.
God, that's so weird.
Hey, it might get to that.
You know what? If they could make dead singers perform, they could probably do that.
Yeah. And that's another thing too. They'll probably just do holograms too.
That's the future. Holograms. Oh my god.
Hologram.
Hologram movies.
Or just like
4D movies.
okay, this is probably off topic and kind of weird.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Haven't heard that one before.
Like I've seen like people or like YouTubers complain how they've been like modified or like CGI'd into like porn sites.
What the fuck? That's a thing?
Yeah.
the future
what
of
the
technology.
Oh my.
There's always a
God.
dark side.
The fuck?
That's so funny.
Well, how the hell do they know? Did someone tell them?
Oh,
I guess
no.
they're fans or
You
something.
know, why are their fans looking that shit up?
They critique.
Maybe
You
one
perverts!
day, maybe one day they're just strolling around and they see like the
They
video.
they hit the dark part of the internet
Yeah.
at like 3 in the morning. Well,
and they're
honestly,
like, wait.
Very specific.
Wow.
my youth.
She didn't say no, and then oh my gosh, I need to walk away.
You could go ahead.
No, yeah, I
On
think
his
I
ride
will.
home.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like
Oh my god,
All
it's
those-
barely 7. It's so dark outside. I'm
Welcome
sorry.
it's
to
not really,
winter.
It's not really even 7
Not
yet.
winter yet.
It's about to be 7.
It's
Yeah.
about to be 7. Dude.
In 8 minutes. How was that not about to be 7?
Well, because it's not 7 yet.
Close to
That's what I
7.
said.
It's almost
God.
7.
That's what I said.
Shut up. It's almost 7.
The point is, it's really dark outside.
There you go.
Yep. She's right.
Because I was still thinking about them Krispy Kreme donuts.
Oh my
Dang,
god.
that does sound pretty
And
good.
I looked at the time because they close at like 10, I think.
Jesus Christ.
Hey, there's still time.
Bitch, I ain't gonna go get Krispy Kreme donuts. I'm gonna get real food.
Oh,
That sounds good too.
That's my hunger burp.
wow.
Strikes again.
We all be starving.
We
do
all
you
be
have-
starving.
I haven't.
Hungry burps too? Or
No.
No?
Are you
No.
serious?
Wow.
So,
I do. And she
dude, I've
does.
met many people that have the hunger burps.
And you think we're weird?
Yeah.
He thought I was weird the way I peeled my
Duh.
banana, but then again, I was the only one who peeled
Okay,
my banana the way out of the
that
three
was-
of us. I was the only one who did that shit. But you know what? Everybody in my freaking house does that shit.
Well, you're all weird.
I didn't judge you.
Yeah,
Don't
she didn't
judge
I
judge
would
me.
judde you right
Fuck
away.
you say.
Right away.
I don't like your whole attitude right now towards me. I must let
She's
you
like,
know.
I gotta redirect this shit.
I know. I
Yeah,
must
you
let
leave-
you know that I
Leave me
did not
to
judge.
die.
She
Yes.
did that self-preservation.
Yeah.
Yeah, very.
Leave you to die.
Cool.
Exactly.
Like a Slytherin.
Wow.
It's not a bad thing. I'm a Slytherin.
Yo, would you like a Harry Potter remake in the future?
Oh my
Oh.
god. I don't know. It's just too soon. They still fucked me up with the ending.
Oh
Like
shit, I
Ron
don't
and
think I've never
Hermione.
seen the last one.
Ron and Hermione getting together, having kids.
Yeah, I haven't
I
seen it.
didn't like how that went. Like it felt forced.
Mhm.
Because like the whole fucking series is literally just Hermione and Ron. Yeah, they have a little bit of chemistry, but it's like literally threw Ron at every other girl except Hermione.
Mm-hmm.
You had better chemistry between Hermione and Harry than you did Hermione and Ron.
Still, though, a remake would be very.
Would be interesting.
It would be interesting, yeah. Difficult
Wonder
to kind of
who
do.
they would put as Snape.
Who they would cast as any of them.
Yeah.
They're basically all this. The characters are associated now with
For
the
all I
actors
know, they
almost
probably would never ever remake
permanently.
Harry Potter. How would you?
That's true.
I was about to be a stupid bitch and just ask like, how
Okay.
would you feel about a Twilight remake?
Oh my god. Can they remake
Can we
that
let it
right
die?
now?
Can we let that die?
No, can they remake it now? Because, listen, this is why I know Twilight is so bad. Okay.
Here we go.
So I watched it in English. I always hated it. But the one time...
Do you hate it more than our Robert Pattinson?
Listen. The one time I saw it in Spanish, dubbed, I was like, bro, this movie is so good.
Oh my fucking god!
It's the actors. I do not like how they act.
The story
I don't
was
no,
good.
somebody.
I don't like how they like their voices,
Wait,
like
on
how
my
bland they
Tumblr.
are.
Wait, on my Tumblr, somebody reblogged and said like, okay, well, who hates Twilight more than Robert Pattinson? And then somebody pointed out like, all these people, they're good actors, but the problem is their characters. And the Kristen Stewart, like, I didn't
has
like her.
no
I didn't like
emotion.
her in the movie. Like, she's a good actress. But I don't like her in Twilight because she just looked.
I don't know.
She's so bland.
They all are.
What
That's
if the
I'm
character's
saying.
supposed to be bland? Like,
Well, the
that's a
thing
bland
is Bella. Well, the
character.
thing is Bella.
I've never read the
Bella-
book, so I have no
I read
say.
the books.
But wait, I read the books, saw the movie. Isabella Swan is supposed to be your average, socially awkward high school Mary Sue.
Mm-hmm.
She's a Mary Sue, and that's the problem. Was because she's like awkward but average teenager. He's like, just be bland. You hate your life.
Yep.
You're moving
Yep.
from Arizona to Forks, Washington. Just sound like you hate everything. And she did. She sounded like she was all fucking bored.
But that was
Yeah,
the
but-
point. Then she did her job correctly.
I don't know. I like the
I don't
Spanish
know.
dub better.
I don't
They
like-
sounded better.
They had more emotions in Spanish.
Yeah, they did.
Because Robert Pattinson, he literally played Edward Cullen a specific way. He's like, I hate Edward Cullen so much. He's like, he's a fucking creep. He's-
Oh my god.
he didn't like the character he played.
Okay.
If someone even asked him, I was like, was the paycheck worth it? And he's like, I could have gotten paid more. And I was like, bitch, that's
Yeah.
cocky.
What do you guys think in terms of remakes? Like,
Also,
would-
sorry. Also, I did before leaving the Twilight topic. Also, I didn't find any of them
Before
attractive.
leaving the Twilight Zone.
That's it. That's all I have to say. I didn't find any actors or actresses attractive, and that's why another reason I didn't like it. Call me shallow. That's fine.
That's
Eh.
shallow.
That's why I said call me shallow. That's
Well, I
fine.
did.
Yeah, he followed through.
Okay, so is there anything like any other form of media, books, video games, I don't know, illustrations, anything like that that you feel like would do good or you would like to see
Dragon
be
Age.
adapted? Yeah.
Dragon Age was probably fucking awesome.
Yeah.
I would probably
In what?
become emotionally
Movie?
attached and I would cry.
Yeah, it become
Oh,
like
in
a
the movie?
become like a
Yeah,
CGI.
Origins too.
Like any video game series,
Inquisition.
any book, any I don't know, any other
And then if you see it a certain way, like in the movie,
comic book or anything.
if you see it in the movie, because Dragon Age is basically, it's an RPG game where you select your path by your choices. So if I saw the movie, I want to see what they chose would be like the best route. Because then in my mind, that'd be like, okay, that means that this is the way I should have done it, but I'm glad I did it.
Yeah.
Because you had like options like, oh, you can kill this person,
You mean a
can let them
canonical-
live. Yes, basically a canonical timeline and choices. Like, okay, who would you leave behind in the fade?
Well, they do have like a default,
They do have books.
yeah, where they follow a certain path, and I
Yeah,
feel
but I
like
would like to see the movie
they did the same thing with like what?
or TV series.
I think a TV series would be better.
It would be better because it's such a pretty good game.
You can put more detail.
Yeah, take your time, more detail versus like just like skipping through it in the movie.
Yeah.
I would prefer to see it in like a TV show. Damn, imagine all the babes.
I don't know. I feel like everything I've seen turns into a movie or something. I don't know.
Stop thinking that. Stop seeing them. Just do something else.
Because, like, I was going to say Bratz, but there's already a live action for that one.
It's called Mean Girls.
No,
kidding.
it's called Bratz.
They made a live
There
action
is,
of
yes,
Bratz?
there is.
What the fuck? What?
So he's like, where the fuck was I?
Where the fuck was I?
Not
Probably
here,
not watching the
apparently.
Bratz movies.
Let's see what else. I like Winnie the Pooh. There's a live action of that too now,
Yeah.
apparently.
Christopher Robin.
What else?
Oh.
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh my god. It's just, I don't know. Do you think they're running out of ideas?
Yes.
That's a genuine answer right there.
Well, see, running out of ideas maybe in things of what to adapt, what things to make into CG or whatever, or live action, what have you.
Imagine Persona live action movie.
That would be pretty cool. But see, you and I are using our minds to fill in the gaps, and we're not really going through with who they would pick, like voice acting, whether they would whitewash it or not. Like,
Oh, fuck
imagine
no.
them
They better
destroying.
not. Better not.
Like, of course, we're like, oh, that would be so cool because us in our minds, we're doing whatever it is to stay true to the original, product. But realistically, it really just depends on who you're giving that movie to,
Well, not America. Fuck that. You're gonna fuck that shit up and whitewash the shit out of my catchy baby.
The only thing I'm always like interested or curious about is what's gonna be the next topic, I guess, that everyone's gonna be addicted to. Like back then it was zombies, and then it was aliens, and now it's like
It's
superheroes.
true. Movies were going through a cycle of fads where a long time it was like zombies, aliens, and right now it's superheroes.
But
Right now,
unfortunately,
next year it's Disney remakes.
Yeah,
remakes.
possibly.
True. Unfortunately, superheroes. Christ.
I feel like
Did you guys hear
superhero.
the news? You guys know he died.
Oh, what?
Yeah,
Stab?
Stab,
Yeah,
yeah.
of
That's
That's what I'm
course.
saying,
Holy
that's
shit.
sad.
Yeah,
Like, I
that,
wonder, like, what else is gonna be going on.
that fucked up. Well,
You
Stefan
can-
Hillenburg died too.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
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 A lot of people be dying.
So far, it's artists and influential writers.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Creators be dying.
I wonder what the next big fad is gonna be.
Well,
in the
not
movie
dying.
scene.
Everyone's dying to die.
So like, let's say like it's just gonna be remakes from like what in the next couple of years, and then after that, like what is?
Well,
it
you're
gonna
talking
be?
about just Disney. Because
That's true.
there's still always going to be some original content that's coming out, but normally the big contenders, Disney,
Although I like how they did that
Paramount,
twist
Legendary.
in zombies though, which is like a virus instead of like them actually coming back from the dead, which was an interesting spin on it. But then
Wait, but which-
everyone was doing that too, like every movie.
Well, yeah,
Oh,
because
you-
the original zombies are undead,
Mm-hmm.
whereas modern day zombies were created
More like-
by a virus
Yeah,
that
virus.
humans created.
Which is more,
It's actually a warning type of movie.
yeah.
It's like, you guys keep fucking with this shit, you're gonna fuck everything up and everyone up. Because not everyone's immune to certain shit.
Oh, then I feel like there was a time too where it was all these like, oh, the world is ending type of
Oh
movie.
yeah,
Yeah.
Doom's like Independence Day.
2012.
What 2012?
Oh yeah, I forgot about that one.
That one was wow, hot garbage.
Yeah, I can't believe that my sister wanted to see that shit.
Oh my god. I've never seen Sharknado.
I have seen the first Sharknado, but of course, I couldn't take it
I want a
seriously.
remake of that one with
A
real.
remake.
Little real
I like
sharks.
Give me just a tornado of real sharks.
I mean, Sharknado kind of reminded me of like a really
just imagine-
shitty movie of like the kung fu movies, where those kung fu movies were cheesy as hell, and they kind of like dorky, but at least it was like good to the point where like it made up for it. But Sharknado was just so bad. I
Imagine
cringed.
that though, live action remakes of shitty movies. Like imagine if they made The Room live action.
Fuck.
That would be fucking
Okay, I'm
hilarious.
confused. Okay, The Room, which one's that about?
With Tommy Wiseau, his like love child movie. He like directed, paid for everything somehow. It's basically his movie. But there's tons of movies like that.
Wait, I'm confused.
Like,
Because I swear, I don't know.
Someone was in a room.
no, that's not what the fucking
No,
movie's about.
Guys, I
Oh my-
saw one. I don't think it's called The Room, but it was literally about a girl and her child stuck in a room because she was kidnapped.
Zam.
So that's why I always get confused when people talk about The Room, because the movie that I think about is
Here.
that
She's
one.
like, that's not the same movie.
I'm gonna look up the
Yeah,
room and
I
show
always
you
get
real quick what I'm.
confused.
Oh, hi, Shrek Sims stuff. Hold on.
Sims. Shrek Sims.
Hold on.
Oh,
Hold on.
my
Remember when you
bad.
could have a baby
I
with a Grim
forgot.
Reaper?
I forgot. It's just called Room. It's not The
You're one word off.
Room. Yeah.
Remember when you could have a baby with a Grim Reaper?
Yeah, so this is the one.
Sad
It's-
you can't do it still. Oh yeah,
This
that
is the one I was talking about, which
Yeah.
is called Room. But
Yeah.
then people say The Room, so I still think that they're talking about this one, about like the
It's
girl,
not the same movie.
the girl who
Okay,
got
so
kidnapped and her
let
child
me let
was
me
like
let
born
me tell
there.
you just a quick synopsis on the room
Synopsis.
before I tell you.
Synopsis.
And you're like one of the few who have not been
Synopsis.
tainted by what this movie was originally, and even
I'm
now
gonna
it's just
That
kind of.
one-
That
it's
one
kind of a joke
and
in
the Human
itself.
Centipede, which I've never seen either.
Ugh,
which
please, I will never watch that fucking movie. That's
I
disgusting.
wanted to watch it, but none of my friends. I'm not gonna watch that shit again, so I have no one to watch it with.
Never gonna watch that movie. I will never watch that fucking nasty ass movie. Just thinking about it makes me want to upchuck. It's just chocolate pudding.
Oh my god.
Lord.
It's like 2 girls in 1 cup, but more traumatic.
Oh god.
That
So
sounds
let's not.
nasty
There's
shit.
okay. Yeah. Now that we're on a weird subject, let's spin this whole
Someone's kink
remake.
shaming.
My kink is to kink shame.
It is my kink. Get off on that shit hard.
But,
I gotta go outside, guys.
Here's a good one for you. What is a couple movies that you would like to not see remade ever again? Like, what would be a horrible movie that does not deserve to be remade? But how would you feel if it was remade?
Fuck.
What's a really bad movie to you?
Lilo and Stitch.
Okay.
You don't like Lilo and Stitch?
No, that
Really?
was annoying.
I like it.
I thought Lilo and Stitch was pretty good, actually. Yeah,
I like the first one.
it was funny. So
She
how would you
couldn't
feel like?
handle it.
Imagine if they made a Lilo and Stitch live action.
I would just not watch it. Simple as that.
Okay, well, what's a movie you don't like, B?
I don't know. I'm trying to figure that out. The fuck?
I think I generally sit through most movies, you know, especially if I haven't seen it once. If I've already seen it, I'm
Oh,
like,
you know
eh.
what movie I don't care for? That, and if they make a remake, I don't give a fuck about. I don't know why my friends. I don't even remember how I decided on saying yes. Let's watch this movie. My friends were like, "Let's go watch a movie," and I was like, "Okay." Went to go watch the movie. I don't know what the fuck. Why we decided on this? Who decided this? And if they're listening, I don't remember who the fuck chose this movie.
can you back up?
Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Don't tell me what to do. Whoever the fuck chose American Hustle, fuck off.
Okay, imagine a CG remake
No,
of American
thank
Hustle.
you. I hated that movie. It was. I couldn't stand it.
Couldn't stand it.
Oh, you know
stand
which remake I'm waiting for?
What?
That I'm actually excited for? The West Side Story. Oh my
Bitch,
god.
I will watch the shit out of that.
They got the same actress and they made her own role as a different person, which is amazing. You know the shit, I forgot her name in the movie. Bernardo's wife or girlfriend at the time.
Okay.
The one with like the short hair.
Oh, yeah. I know who you're talking about.
Yeah.
Don't remember her name. Even though
Yeah,
I
I
watched
know.
that movie like a
Me
million
too, me
times.
too. Oh my god, I forgot her name. It just like went out my head. But yeah, so they cast her to be in the new one, and she's helping like with the script, I guess, or whatever, because she was like obviously the OG of the show, or
Isn't she like the only one alive left?
most likely.
Because I know
yeah.
the main actress, was it her name Maria? She died a long ass time
And
ago.
she was also the only actual Puerto Rican.
Yeah.
On the thing, so But yeah, I'm excited for that one.
True story there.
And it was funny because I was telling my friend one day, I was like, I wonder how it would look like if they remade this movie. It's probably going to be hard because, like, of all the politically correct stuff that you're supposed to, like, watch out for.
Right.
And then, next thing you know, she sends me a tweet, and it's like, oh, the remake. And I was like, oh, my God. But I'm so excited.
Okay, well, here's the thing that you just mentioned. Imagine they make an old movie that wasn't politically correct.
Mm-hmm.
Remade.
So imagine that remade. Would you be okay for it to still not be politically correct?
I feel like yes.
Or would it piss you off?
Well, see, the thing is, it's like, how are you going to modernize that since that situation that was going on?
It was in a time.
Yeah, it was in a certain time period.
The whole racism thing was a big deal.
So, like, are you going to redo it, but in that same time period, or in the modern time?
Yeah.
That's
you
the
want to keep it as it is. If racism is involved, you keep... I'm not for it, but you keep all those racial slurs in there.
Keep it correct and true to the story and accurate.
Yeah.
It wouldn't be a remake if you completely take the story apart.
Yeah. No, because, I mean, you could still remake it and, like, still find modern, like...
Well, if you modernize it,
you know what I mean?
Modernize it. Is that what you mean?
Like, she's saying like the different time, but you can still like there's still racism.
Yeah,
you can modernize West Side Stories.
Yeah,
and still find the same freaking problems because we do have those same goddamn problems. We still have white people being racist against Mexicans, Black, Puerto Ricans, anyone who isn't white or appears white or has like white like. Background.
And then I'm also interested in the music. Like, are they gonna? That's what I'm saying. Yes. Like, are they gonna keep the original soundtrack?
Keep that Broadway musical going.
Or are they gonna like switch it up, like to more modernized music? You know,
they might make it a little more modernized to fit with the times.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm really interested on how that's gonna adapt.
Yeah, like back then they had like more of the brass instruments. The fuck?
Yeah.
I don't know what that was.
It was your phone falling out of your butt, hitting the chair.
But yeah, I'm super excited for the West Side Story.
Bro, I didn't even know about it. Stoked now that you mention it. Stoked.
Yeah. But yeah, they got her for the part, but they made
her
own special character. I think it's called like Valentina or something like that. That's what her character is gonna be called. But yeah, I'm so excited. I mean, technically, that's Shakespeare, Romeo and Juliet.
Yeah.
But it's a really cool.
Have you seen
adaptation on the concept?
Yeah.
Have you seen the Romeo and Juliet movie with Leonardo DiCaprio?
No, I've never seen that one. I've seen the very, very old one where the old actress was 14 years old and she couldn't even watch her own movie.
No,
I've seen that one.
I actually like the Leonardo DiCaprio one. That was pretty good because it was modern Romeo and Juliet. It was literally just gangs. And then like what was his name? John with Son Last Night.
Leguizamo?
Yeah, he was in it.
His stand-up was great.
That was a good stand-up.
That was good.
I learned more from him than I ever had in my history books from the fucking stand-up I saw last night. What was it? Latin History for Dummies on Netflix.
It was really
good.
I highly recommend it.
Highly recommend it. It was beautiful. Like I saw it, I was like, oh, I gotta watch it. It was good. And it was good because my old man, he's white. My dad's white. He's fucking. I grew up in northern Michigan, white. So white. He actually watched it. He said, "This shit's so funny. Everything he says is true." And it's like, yeah, he's learning shit too. And he's like, yeah, this is good. If he thinks it's good, it's probably good.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's just good.
I mean, he was the brunt of the joke for most of the thing.
Well, because it was.
But even then, he was able to appreciate it.
It was him. It started off as him making like a classroom setting. He was the teacher. But then it spiraled into the story between him and his son. And how his son didn't have a Latino hero, so he took it upon himself to look up a Latino hero. He's like, I'm gonna research, I'm gonna do all this goddamn history, and he was disappointed because he looked at his son's history book. He's like, I found nothing. So he literally researched everything about like Mexico, Central America, and South America, and freaking Puerto Rico, Dominican Republic, and shit like that. He literally like summed up the history, and I was like, oh,
it was really well presented though too.
Yeah, he did a good job. It was so fluid.
Wow, I gotta watch it.
It was all a
so
story
beautiful.
basically.
Yeah, I learned something, and it had the story of him and his son. It was beautiful. He shit on himself a lot too.
Oh yeah.
Especially him when he was like younger. He was like, "Oh, my teacher."
I'd like to see him in a movie again. Like that would be a cool
he's one
remake.
of my-
Imagine The Pest.
he's one
I
of
love
my-
The Pest. I don't know if you guys have seen that.
No.
No,
It was really funny.
but
I've
he's
never
one of
heard
my
of it.
favorite. He's one
John
of my favorite.
Leguizamo was the main
You
role.
know, I
Bitch,
have no
he's
clue who
Sid
you
in
guys are
Ice
talking
Age.
about right
He's
now.
Sid in
Yeah,
Ice
but
Age.
before
He's
he was
gold.
Sid in Ice Age.
Well, I know he was other stuff before Sid, but he was great as Sid.
He was great as Sid.
But no, I love him. He's really good.
Yeah, I'm
One of my
really
favorite
lost.
actors.
I have no clue what. Who
Have you
guys
seen
are
Ice
talking
Age?
about. Yeah, but I can't like.
He's the one who
Sid
talks
the
like
Sloth.
this.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about, but I don't know his face.
I like how for a
or
second
his
she had to do the
name.
voice too. I know who you're talking about.
I've been knowing. I've seen Ice Age. What the hell?
Okay.
Well, if you watch this freaking
But I
thing,
just-
you will see his face.
Ice Age would make an interesting
Oh, I staged live action.
live
Oh
action.
my god!
I would watch that. Imagine like
Same
CGI,
CGI.
CGI like
Imagine
prehistoric
CGI
animals giving
sloth.
each other shit. Imagine that. Imagine how ugly Sid would be. He'd be so fucking ugly. I would love it.
That's the point because he's ugly as fuck, and then him and CGI, he'd be like, "Wow, I'm fucking ugly."
Everybody's like, "Whoa, goddamn!"
Whoa, am I wearing 3D glasses? Fuck.
I would watch that.
I would watch the hell out of live action.
Ice Age, yeah.
Ice
Get on
Age.
that.
Get on that DreamWorks.
Hmm.
Nah, they actually are original.
They're like, we're not like Disney. Leave it
I
alone.
mean, they're kind of doing Shrek,
They did Shrek.
but isn't Shrek DreamWorks?
Are they remaking
I don't
it
know
as
if
DreamWorks?
it's. Yeah, I don't know if it's them.
I don't think it's
If
them.
they're
Yeah.
not, if it's not DreamWorks, that means they can change the whole story. Just use Shrek.
Yeah.
They can literally make a Shrek horror movie.
That would be cool. The ending is he grabs you with his massive onion hands.
Oh my god! Can
And
you
then
just
turn it
shut
I
up?
fucking hate you.
Oh my god!
He's like, onions have layers.
The end.
Oh my god!
And in the morning,
I-
there was no waffles.
You said his
God.
onion hands like you wanted him to caress you with his onion hands.
Because
Jinx.
they make you weep.
Jinx, onions. Onions have layers.
Stop! Don't! Why'd you whisper it?
Now she's gonna dream it.
No, that's not.
She's gonna dream it. Shrek ASMR.
The only ASMR like canonical thing is like this is the part where you run away,
That's true.
and then he turns
That's
off the little.
I don't like people whispering in my ear.
Really?
It's so.
I'm the complete opposite.
Imagine Shrek whispering in your ear.
No.
He's like, get out.
No.
No, you know what he would
You're
say in
not invited
ASMR?
to my house anymore.
He would say, get in my swamp.
Oh my god. So
Okay,
he
we're
sexually harasses people.
Oh god, I don't want to bring up something I just remembered. Like
No,
flashed
now
into
you
my
have
head.
to.
Okay,
Now you have to.
so I remember reading some posts on Tumblr from somebody who had a dream about Shrek, but the Shrek actually had like he was a girl or something, and he was still with Fiona. Like he woke up as a girl or something like that. I could have the context wrong. I'm sorry, whoever's the original poster for that. But Fiona was like, "Well, I guess we can't be together now because you're a girl," and he's like, "Don't worry, I'm bisexual."
I remember seeing that.
That was the funniest shit.
By Shrek.
By Shrek. I found my actual like identity
you
in
found
terms
your
of my
calling.
orientation. Yeah,
You're disgusting.
Oh my god.
like if it ever has like a
You aren't
paperwork
Shrek though. You
paperwork
can't
to
do it.
fill out, I'm just
You
gonna put
can't use it.
bisexual.
You're not Shrek. You can't use it.
Hey Ghost, if you're around here, can you just please, just this person right here, just please.
What if the ghost likes Shrek?
Remember, the ghost is cool,
Okay,
so.
but-
I feel
not
I'm
saying
just
kill
I'm,
Shrek.
I'm waiting for the next
She's
time.
just saying, stop being
The
cringy.
next time we play
Yeah.
a game to see how this ghost does.
Speaking of game, when's the next time you want to play a game, and which game should it be?
Well,
Because for my game, you need a fourth person.
for my game, I did actually get, and I have Cards Against Humanity, but I've gotten the next expansion, so there's only I want to say one
Kinda
more left.
Really going off topic.
No, you got the main 3 expansions, plus they got the mini ones.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so feel like this is coming to an end.
You want to close this one out?
We finished our topic.
I'm just
even though we
saying.
went off on a really
There's
huge
tons of
ass
things.
tangent.
No, I'm just saying. I don't
Tons of
want to keep
things.
shrekking on. Okay.
Shrek off, y'all.
There's tons of things that are totally remake worthy, tons of things that are not remake worthy, and
The hell you doing? A final say?
I know.
yeah.
Who
And I
did
could
that?
just
Who are
say
you, Jerry Springer?
This
when
isn't
it
an
all
essay.
comes together,
This is not an essay.
it all comes
No,
together.
This ain't Jerry
No.
Springer.
It all comes
this is
together
an
like
essay.
like layers.
No.
And it all comes together like layers that form an onion.
Shut the fuck
A beautiful
up.
onion.
No. Get out of here. This isn't the Outback where there's blooming onions.
I'm stealing the mic to say goodbye and see you guys next time. Bye.